Hello everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, When Boy Hears His Name Being Called. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don't and oppose. Like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. Every morning in the house begins the same way. The soft hum of the refrigerator, the distant traffic outside, and the quiet ritual of sunlight crawling across the floor. Boy, my cat, usually greets the day curled into a perfect circle near the window, his tail wrapped around himself like a question mark that never needs answering. He is not a loud cat. He does not demand attention the moment he wakes up. Instead, he observes the world as if it is a slow movie meant only for him. On this particular morning, nothing seemed different. I was making coffee, still half asleep, thinking about the long list of tasks waiting for me. Boy opened one eye, then the other, blinking lazily as if deciding whether the day was worth participating in. His ears twitched at every sound, but his body remained relaxed, trusting that nothing urgent would happen without his permission. Then, almost without thinking, I called his name. Boy. It was not loud. It was not dramatic. It was just his name, spoken naturally, the way people speak to someone they care about without realizing how much weight a single word can carry. The effect was immediate and almost magical. His ears snapped forward, alert and sharp. His head lifted, eyes wide and curious, scanning the room until they found me. There is something deeply touching about the moment an animal recognizes their name. It is not just a sound to them, it is a bridge. In that instant, Boy was no longer just a cat resting in a sunny spot. He was a being responding to connection. He stretched, yawned, and stood up, his movements slow but intentional, as if each step toward me was a small decision fueled by trust. He walked across the room with quiet confidence, tail held high, brushing against the table leg before reaching me. When he finally sat at my feet and looked up, his eyes were full of something warm and familiar. It was as if he was saying, "I heard you. I'm here." That simple response changed the atmosphere of the morning. The coffee smelled better. The room felt softer. And the day, which had seemed ordinary just moments before, suddenly felt meaningful. All because a cat heard his name and chose to answer. Boy did not always respond this way. When he first came into my life, his world was cautious and quiet. He learned the sounds of the house before he learned the people. Doors closing, footsteps, the rustle of food packaging. These were the noises that mattered. My voice was just another sound among many, unfamiliar and unpredictable. I started calling his name gently, without expectation. Sometimes when feeding him, sometimes when he was playing, sometimes when nothing special was happening at all. At first, there was no reaction. Then, slowly, there were small signs. An ear twitch, a tail flick, a brief glance in my direction before he returned to whatever he was doing. Over time, his name became associated with safety. It meant food arriving on time. It meant a calm presence nearby. It meant hands that never hurt him and a voice that never shouted. Boy learned that when he heard his name, something good usually followed, or at least, nothing bad ever did. Now, when I call him, his response is never rushed, but it is always sincere. He does not come running like a dog might. Instead, he acknowledges me in his own way. Sometimes he answers with a soft meow, quiet and polite, like he is replying to a greeting. Other times, he simply looks at me, eyes half closed, communicating comfort rather than urgency. One afternoon, I tested this connection without realizing it. I was sitting on the floor, feeling tired and a little overwhelmed by life. Boy was in another room, out of sight. Without thinking, I said his name out loud, not calling him, just saying it, as if speaking into the air. A few seconds passed. Then I heard soft footsteps. Boy appeared at the doorway, paused, and looked at me carefully. When our eyes met, he walked over and sat beside me, pressing his warm body gently against my leg. He did not need to know why I had said his name. For him, it was enough to know that it was spoken. In that moment, I realized something important. To Boy, his name is not just an identifier. It is a signal of belonging. It tells him that he is seen, remembered, and valued. And in return, he offers presence, quiet, steady, and deeply comforting. The story of Boy hearing his name is not just a sweet moment between a cat and a human. It reflects something essential about how we live together, both with animals and with each other. In our busy modern lives, We often speak without truly connecting. We call names quickly, give instructions, or express frustration, forgetting that every word carries emotion and meaning. Boy teaches me that calling someone's name can be an act of care. When we speak gently and consistently, trust grows naturally. Animals respond not only to sound, but to intention. They feel safety in calm voices and warmth in patient attention. This reminds us that building strong relationships does not require grand actions, only steady kindness. In today's world, where humans and animals share limited space and fast-paced routines, we can learn from this simplicity. Spend time talking to your pets, even when they cannot answer in words. Observe how they respond, how they listen, and how they choose to be near you. In return, practice listening more carefully to the people around you as well. By respecting animals as emotional beings and treating communication as a shared language of trust, we create a kinder environment for everyone. When we call with love and listen with patience, life becomes softer for humans and animals alike.